Hey, thank you so much for going on this date with me. I always thought it was a long shot, so I never imagined that you'd actually say yes. But now that it's come to this, I'm so very glad that I asked for you. I guess I just need to be more assertive, no matter what others think. The hospital staff all looked at me like I was a creep when they heard my wish. I mean, no one has really heard of Make-A-Wish Foundation arranging dates with their wish. I just can't believe it actually worked. But I guess when you're sure to die soon, they bend the rules a bit. But never mind that depressing talk. We should enjoy our date. Oh, look, this spot is perfect. A picnic table right next to the lake. I couldn't have asked for a more romantic spot. Let's sit up here. I hope you'll enjoy what I made. I've spent so much time cooped up in the hospital, I haven't really had much time for practicing cooking. Or really much of anything else. I don't really have any interesting hobbies because of it. Not like you have, anyway. I mean, I would imagine that you'd have interesting hobbies because, well, you just have that aura about you, if that makes any sense. But anyway, back to the food. If you don't like what I made, I've also brought some store-bought food. Really? You really prefer my cooking over the store-bought food? Oh, that's wonderful. The website didn't lie. Hey, there was something I wanted to ask you. You know how in the movies, sometimes you might see a couple drink from the same cup using straws? I was hoping that we could do something like that. I mean, only if you're okay with it, of course. I have a smoothie right here, so we could... You will? Oh, that's a relief. I don't know what I would have done, or had to do, if you refused. Yeah, the drink looks a little weird, but the taste is to die for, I assure you. I followed the recipe to the letter, after all. Yes, ottimo, sumo, amore. What was that? Oh, it was just a little prayer. To commemorate the drink, if you will. Don't pay any mind to it. Did you like it? The smoothie, I mean. You did? That's great. I worked really, really hard on it, so that honestly is just music to my ears. It was by far the hardest thing to make. So many ingredients. The website wouldn't have allowed for a normal smoothie. But it's all worth it if you like it. Look at all the fish in the lake. They're so very beautiful. I know most people probably wouldn't really consider fish, of all things, to be beautiful, but I do. Or maybe I should rather say that their lives are beautiful. To us, they live such short, petty lives, but they're still living them to the fullest. Or at least for what that entails for a fish. Just swimming and swimming and swimming, not a care in the world. At least until the very moment a bird swoops down to snatch them or something anyway. But they don't really have to worry about the future, or lack thereof. I used to really love fishing, you know? But I haven't really had the time, and I won't have time. Oh, but I'm brooding again. Sorry, I didn't mean to. It just... I don't know, it sort of happens. Hey, do you believe in reincarnation? I know it might seem a bit out there, but I do. It makes me happy thinking that maybe all the things I couldn't or can't do will be possible in another life. Well, I'm sure my theoretical other life will have its shares of problems and shortcomings, but still, I can't be satisfied with my existence as it is. There is so much that I missed out on. Of course, I don't mean to sound ungrateful, I know that my current life came with many blessings as well. I mean, I got to have a picnic with you after all. I think there's a reason to be a bit optimistic. You know, some Buddhists believe that twins were past lovers in the past life who died before marriage. So, it gives me hope that maybe the wishes of this life can bleed through to the next and be realized there. You must think I'm pretty weird talking about this. Well, okay, maybe the obsession with reincarnation things is understandable, especially given my, circumstances. And I'm sure you have your own problems and regrets that let you emphasize a bit with me, but, I mean, I'm sure you must have been thinking it. Why the hell did this lunatic ask for me? I never even met them before. Are they a stalker? I just want this date to be over with. Well, maybe not the last one. You're such a kind soul. Just agreeing to this date proves that. Remember when I said I didn't really have any hobbies? That wasn't exactly 100% truthful. You see, I had a lot of time browsing the internet on my laptop in that rundown hospital. It was super obscure. Didn't look like it got a lot of traffic, but it was devoted to witchcraft. At first, I thought it was complete nonsense. I mean, who wouldn't? After all, in this day and age. But then there is this one spell. Easy to do, even I could do it in my hospital bed. It was supposed to give the user a dream of their soulmate. So I went to sleep without a doubt that the entire thing was a sham. But, lo and behold, I dreamt of you that night. Of course I had never seen you before, so for all I knew, you were just a person that existed in my dreams. Or maybe a passing face I saw in the street one day, or a face in the pages of a magazine. But still, I almost never had any dreams. But that one was so very vivid. I can still recall the coolness of the water against my skin. We were in a lake, you see? Just like this one. When I saw you, I knew that you were meant for me. But every time I'd swim closer to you, you would drift away. And it just made me want you more. And the harder I swam, the thicker the water became, almost like pudding. Although nearly not as sweet. In the end, the water became solid, trapping me in place, but you still drifted away. The dream ended just as you left me beyond the horizon. I'm still not over it. But surely it must have been a coincidence, right? Having a dream the same night that I performed the spell? That's what I thought too. Well, sort of. Maybe I tricked myself into having the dream, just a fluke. But the other spells worked too. Spells to get your address, spells to hear you, and more. They were all targeted at the user's destined soulmate. Clairvoyance was my favorite. I could watch you even from far away. I watched you sleep. I watched you eat. I saw all your moments. When you'd laugh and when you'd cry. Well, okay, not all your moments. I mean, I did protect your modesty after all, but I just know you so, I just know you so well. I was living your life with you. That to me is the most blessed thing I could ever ask for. But I still want more. I want to live my life as well, and for that I need you. There isn't a spell to fix my medical issues, and there isn't a spell to live longer. And even if there isn't a spell to make you love me. But we can fix that problem, and I need you to fix it now. You see, remember that little prayer I said on our smoothie? That was a chant. It's for a spell that will guarantee that we will be together in our next lives. I completed all the components. The mixture itself, the drinking it together. There's just one thing that's missing. I know you already satisfied my wish. You already went on a date with a person you never even knew. So, I really don't have any leeway to ask for anything else, but still, I must. You see, the final component is your desire. I need you to actually want to be with me in the next life. Then the spell will be complete. You will die and be reborn anew. Yes, you did hear me correctly. Die. Die. That smoothie, that mixture, a vital part of it was tasteless poison. I didn't want to cause you any harm, but I had to do it. Think of it as medicine. The death is just the foul taste of the life-saving elixir. The elixir that will cure us of this cruel fate that separates us. I don't want to die. But I'm glad I don't have to die alone. I spent my entire life alone. I shouldn't have to spend my death alone as well. But with you here, I don't have to worry about that. You really are good to me. Oh, so very good to me. But enough about that. I need you to confirm your desire to be with me in the next life. Say it to me. The poison should be kicking in any minute now, so we don't have time to waste. Come on, just say it! What's taking so long? Why are you so speechless? We're going to die here. If you die without wanting me, you're just going to die without purpose. Don't you love me? Don't you want me? You went out with me without even knowing me. That means you have to love me. You have to love me. You have to love me. I'm perfect for you. No one else is more devoted to you than me. I even went this far for you. No one knows you more than I do. I know what you like. I know where you go. I know what you do. I was made for you. And you were made for me. So, why? Why can't you just accept that? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so agitated. It's just... This whole thing is highly important, and it would really be great if I could get your answer. So, what do you say? Will you be with me, even after death?